Hello everyone, this is Satyaprakash and today's session is Angular session, and in this session we'll learn how to add filtering for Angular material in COVID-19 application. So in this session we'll learn what is filtering in Angular and how to implement filtering using Angular material component, how to implement alert message if any record is not matches or not found in your data table, and finally we'll run the COVID-19 Angular application using Angular material filtering. So first of all we'll learn what is filtering in Angular. So here in this session I'll show how to filter records in Angular material. So main aim of using filter is for filtering specific records in Angular material. So before going through this session, visit my previous session that is based on how to add sorting mechanism in Angular material. So I'll show you which one it is. So visit this add sorting in a COVID-19 application using Angular material to before going to this this session. So it will be very better understanding for implementing filtering in Angular material. So now I am going to show you how to filter your mat hyphen table. So first of all, go to app.module.ts file. So go to Visual Studio Code, open the COVID-19 component.ts file, app.module.ts file. So what we will do in this file is, first of all we import two statements, and we should import these two statements for filtering the Angular material of data table, and that is data table of Angular material. We need to import these two statements, and after then that is first one is mat input module, and first one is mat input module, and the second one is mat form field module. And we need to, after specify these two statements here, we need to add these two statements in imports array. So same things we need to import we need to specify in imports array. And the next one is, that is go to covid19.component.ts file. So this is all about the app.module.ts file. Here what we will do is, that is we import two statements, that is mat input module and mat form field module, and add to mat form field module and mat input module in imports array. So here we need to add this in imports array. That is the import section of this app.module.ts file. So next one, go to covid19 component.ts file. Okay, so here we need to create our function called apply filter in the component class file. So I already have written on it, so you need to already have created this one. So here filter value is the variable name, and data type is the string value, and there is a property called filter on data source property. So you see here data source, and the property name is filter property. And so whatever I input passed in filter value, so whatever here whatever the value I passed in filter value, so I have assigned to filter property. So here we assigned to it indirectly, and so I trim the input and convert to lowercase. So whatever I pass the parameter input value to filter value, we need to we have trimmed it and we have converted to the lowercase. So better for filtering purpose, and giving this filter value to data source filter property. So whatever I trim it or lowercase to convert it, we have assigned to the filter property of data source. Okay, so our next one is the part of we working on HTML, that is covid19.component.html file. So go to here. So after importing the this two modules, that is I already have mentioned in earlier, that is app.model.ts file, let's place this mat input field on our app.component.html. so here the input value we have mentioned it after placing these two modules in app.model.ts file. So we have placed a mat input field on our app.component.html file. So we just invoke our method apply filter same as the component.ts. So here you'll see the apply filter we have invoked same as the component.ts file. So make the value as a string value. So in the filter we have invoked the I make this value as a string value, so same as the filter value in the component.ts. So same as the filter value as the component.ts file. Here you see here. Okay, so value is string value, and in component.ts, so it is the same as the component.ts the filter value, and we have assigned to this value to data source.filter property. So here we have assigned the same input value as the data source.filter property by make it as a string value of apply filter method. So main aim of this filter is that I have bind an event that or method that is apply filter on mat input key of. So in the mat input key of we have bind an event that is apply filter on mat input key of event, which will filter the record. So main aim of this line is to filter the records on mat using by invoking the apply filter method, which I already have mentioned in covid19.component.ts file, and we have bind an event that is say apply filter on mat input key of event. So this one is the event and this one is the method and this one is the event. So I have bind an event apply filter on mat input key of event, which will filter our records or data. Okay, so that is all about our HTML file, and you'll see here we just design some part of this. So what I did is thus I just put some div here, so make it as some put some gap between the records and the source text box, and put some NVSP, that is put some space. And here you'll see the mat form field I have mentioned, that is that will show you the source text box, and it will show the source text box as a label. It works as a label, source label, and I place here the placeholder. Unless you mention any text in the text box, it will show the default text as the ABC, that is show to the user that you can put as a ABC or what is your requirements using a single character or double characters. Okay, so first we have applied in app.model.ts file for import the some two modules, and second one is in component.ts I create our apply filter function, and in third one is in component.html we have invoked the filter we have whatever we created in our component.ts in component.html file. So last one is what I did is, if any record is not found in your data table, then it will show to the end user that is no records is found. So this line I have mentioned here, we have given the unique name no records to our column property, that is mat column def. Mat column def we have assigned the new property, that is unique name, that is no records, to our column property mat column def inside the ng controller container tag. Okay, so we have defined mat footer cell for displaying the alert message for empty data of our template. So in TD section what we assigned here mat footer cell, that is for displaying the alert message, that is no records is found, that is for displaying the alert message for empty data of our template. So if you put any character or string in your text box, that if no it's not doesn't matches the data of data table of Angular material, then it will show to the end user that is no records is found. Then add the last line using the tr tag at the bottom of your mat-table tag to specify the condition of which the footer shows alert message in case of no data is found. So this line actually I have used for so what I did is the same unique name no records found I have mentioned here using mat footer row, that is using a condition. So in the tr tag at the bottom of your mat table tag to specify the condition of which footer shows the alert message in case of no data is found. So here I mentioned data source, filter data, whatever data is filtered, length. If does not matches or not found, that is I put the exclamation mark. No data is there, and I push the same unique value, unique name, whatever we define to our column property, that is mat column def. So we need to use our same unique name here. So if this line shows that I put the condition, that is if the input character or string does not match to the data of a data table in Angular material, then using the unique value we have defined here and we have passed here in the tr tag, so it will show to the end user that is no records is found. And we have defined some column span for its size for it, and that is all about how to show to the end user that is if no records is found, how to define it. So specifically these two lines is for showing the alert message to the end user if no data is found. Okay, so final one is for a footer text, that is what I told you, that is for alert message. So add a CSS class named mat.footer.cell to configure the alert message, that is text color or size. So go to covid19.component.css file. So here I add a new class, that is mat-footer-cell. So if no data is found, the color should be red and italic, the style is italic, and it is font weight should be bold and the size should be small. Okay, now final one is, that is we go to the output section. So it's time to run our app and see the data in mat-table. So for this we need to write this command, that is ng serve -open. So after writing this, just click the enter button and you'll it is create 2 in your terminal. So what you'll do is that's write this command to in your terminal to run your app and see the data in mat-table. So after then we'll see here that is output will be seen like this. So here you'll see the source text box is shown like this in for filtering purpose in data table of Angular material. So if you search here, that is ind, so int text in the character, so this shows the India and Indonesia. So if you put India, so it will show one character, that's India. If you put only A, so it will show all the A related data, that is Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, Angola, Armenia, Argentina, like this. So based on the input it will show the data. So I put here India, so it will show the only one record, that is India. And if you in the pagination you'll see that is one record is found based on your source parameter. So if you mention here XXX, so no data is there. So in pagination you'll see no data, so that's why it is showing 0 of 0 and the alert message is no records found is here. So I'll show you USA. So USA it is show the records, that is 1 of 1 is there as per the input parameter. So if you use XZ, then based on the input parameter, no data is found in a data table of Angular material. So no records found is shown to the end user, and it will show the pagination as no records there, 0 of 0. So that's all about the guys, how to implement the filtering in Angular material. So again, I'll just verify the steps. First step is how to add two modules in app.module.ts file and create one filter in covid19.component.ts and invoke the same filter in covid19.component.html by making the value as a string value, which string value same as the covid19 component tss file of apply filter function. So this same value as a string value, and assign the string value to data source.filter.property. So that's all about the covid19 component.html file. And fourth one is for empty records, we have used an ng container tag for using unique name no records to our column property, that is mat column def. So and using the same unique name, we assign the same unique name no records in the our tr tag to bottom of our mat table tag to specify the condition, that is if any data source dot you'll see here in tr tag data source filter data the length, if data is not found, then it will show to the end user that is no records is found. So and last one is how to implement the css class in our covid19.component.html. so I'll show you. So whatever I added a new class, this one method dot mat hyphen footer hyphen cell. So I have using this same class here for configure our input, that is no records found text to the end user. And last one is what is the command is required to execute the output, and by executing the command we will see our output like this. So initially it will be seen like this, then if you put any character in the it matches, and the index as per the value as per the output is changes also. If you put C, the no data is there, so index is changed to 0, so no records is found alert to the shown to the end user. So that's it all about the guys, how to implement the filtering in Angular material. So go to my sheet. So this is my YouTube channel, so subscribe it, get the updates of upcoming tutorial on ASP.NET Core, Azure, data science, Python, Angular, MVC, SQL Server, C#, JavaScript, etc. So subscribe my channel, that is coding knowledge. And the final part is summary part, and in this session we have learned what is filtering in Angular, how to implement filtering, what are the files are affected for implementing the filtering using an Angular material component, and how to implement the alert message if no records found using ng-container tag, and how to add the CSS to the end user to further getting better UI. So final one is build and run the COVID-19 Angular application using Angular material, and what are the filtering purpose we have assigned in this session. So that's it all about the guys. Thank you for listening and have a great day. Thank you very much.